The Emerald Isle, long simmering with discontent, erupted in a fiery rebellion in 1798. Inspired by revolutionary ideals from across the Atlantic and across the Channel, a desperate hope for independence fueled the United Irishmen. Their dream was a nation free from British rule, a daring vision that led to widespread uprisings, particularly in the heartlands of Ulster and Wexford. In a shocking turn of events, the rebels, though often outnumbered and outgunned, inflicted brutal defeats upon the Crown's forces, even briefly seizing control of significant territories. But the brutal suppression that followed, marked by widespread atrocities and a heavy death toll, extinguished the immediate flame of rebellion. Yet, the echoes of 1798 would resonate for generations, a potent reminder of the enduring struggle for Irish self-determination. The American West, 1872. A land of boundless opportunity, a magnet for dreamers and schemers alike. Amidst this feverish boom, two unlikely prospectors arrived, whispering tales of a truly astonishing discovery, a secret field, bursting with raw, glittering diamonds. They presented their findings, the stones so dazzling, so plentiful, that the impossible suddenly seemed real. Wall Street titans, the era's sharpest financiers, were captivated. Millions poured into this nascent diamond empire, fortunes were forged overnight, and the West seemed poised for an unimaginable new chapter. But this glittering mirage wouldn't last. Enter Clarence King, a geologist of sharp intellect, who, with meticulous investigation, uncovered the truth. The diamonds were not born of the earth, but carefully, elaborately salted into the ground. America had just witnessed its grandest swindle, a stark reminder of the fine line between fortune and fraud. Imagine a world buried for centuries, lost beneath layers of peat and clay. Then, in 1973, at the windswept Roman fort of Vindolanda in Britain, archaeologists unearthed something truly extraordinary. Not gold, not jewels, but something far more precious. Wafer-thin wooden tablets, preserved by the waterlogged earth. Scrawled in ancient Roman handwriting, these weren't grand pronouncements or military decrees. They were the intimate whispers of daily life. Letters home, invoices for supplies, even a birthday invitation. These fragments, brittle with age, offered a startlingly direct window into the lives of the soldiers and their families stationed on Rome's distant frontier. Perhaps the most famous? A simple plea: please send more beer. The Vindolanda Tablets are an unprecedented glimpse, giving us the direct voices of Roman Britain, alive and remarkably human. In 1881, a seismic tremor shook the foundations of Anglo-Egyptian Sudan. From the heart of the desert arose a figure of immense charisma and conviction, Muhammad Ahmad. He declared himself the Mahdi, the divinely guided one, destined to usher in an era of Islamic revival. His call to arms was electrifying, igniting a fierce holy war against the perceived corruption of Ottoman Egyptian rule. What followed was nothing short of a national awakening. The Sudanese people, united under the Mahdi's banner, launched a massive uprising, overwhelming the existing authorities. The legendary siege of Khartoum, with General Gordon trapped and defiant, became a symbol of this dramatic struggle. Astonishingly, British forces, the titans of empire, were defeated, paving the way for the establishment of a Mahdist state. This was more than a rebellion. It was the birth of a new empire, a defiant challenge to the encroaching colonial powers that would echo through history. Crete, 1908. In the dusty ruins of an ancient Minoan palace, archaeologists toiled, meticulously sifting through millennia of history. Then, a discovery that would baffle scholars for generations. Unearthed from the earth, a small, unassuming clay disc. But this was no ordinary artifact. Stamped into its surface, in a perfect spiral, was a series of symbols unlike any writing system ever encountered. These weren't mere scratches, they were intricate hieroglyphs, pictograms, a language entirely unique, utterly alien. What ancient secrets did it hold? Who were the minds that conceived it, and for what purpose? To this day, the Phaistos Disc remains stubbornly undeciphered, a tantalizing enigma, an enduring testament to the mysteries that still lie buried beneath the sands of time. The Industrial Revolution, a period of relentless innovation, was desperately seeking a way to break free from the limitations of iron. For centuries, metal production was slow, expensive, and produced a material prone to brittleness. Then, in 1856, a visionary named Henry Bessemer ignited a revolution of his own. He conceived of a daring idea. What if you could simply blow away the impurities? By forcing a blast of air through molten pig iron, Bessemer discovered he could oxidize away the unwanted elements, transforming the metal. The result? Steel. Suddenly, this stronger, remarkably cheaper material was within reach. It was a breakthrough that would literally reshape the world, enabling the construction of towering skyscrapers, the expansion of vast railway networks, and the very foundation of modern empires. The modern world, in essence, was forged in that fiery blast.